In the heart of ancient Rome, amidst the roar of crowds and the glitter of armored warriors, there was a gladiator named Titus. His strength was unmatched in the arena, his skill with a sword legendary. With each fight, he earned the adoration of the crowd, but he was a man of few words, preferring silence to the cheers. His heart, though, was weary. Every battle left him more distant from the world outside the arena, until one day, an encounter with a clever boy would change everything. The boy's name was Marcus. Unlike the other children in the bustling city, Marcus was not interested in games or sports. Instead, he was fascinated by strategy, puzzles, and the deeper workings of the world. He spent most of his time in the Grand Library of Rome, reading scrolls about mathematics, philosophy, and history. He was known for his sharp mind, and many of the scholars sought his counsel, though he was just a child. One day, Marcus wandered to the Colosseum to watch the gladiators fight. The spectacle was unlike anything he had ever seen, but what struck him the most was the face of Titus. Unlike the other gladiators, who reveled in their power and fame, Titus seemed lost. He fought not for glory but out of duty. Marcus couldn't understand why someone with such skill would choose this life of endless violence and pain. Intrigued, Marcus approached Titus after one of his matches. The gladiator sat alone in a corner of the arena, nursing a wound on his arm. Marcus, unafraid, walked right up to him. "Why do you fight?" Marcus asked, his voice clear and curious. Titus looked up at the boy, his eyes weary from years of bloodshed. "I fight because I have no choice," he said simply. "It's my life, my destiny. What else is there for me?" Marcus tilted his head, thinking for a moment. "But you're not just strong. You're smart too, aren't you?" Titus frowned, unsure of what the boy meant. "What do you mean? You could be more than a gladiator. You could use your strength, your skills, and your mind for something else. Something better." Marcus leaned closer. "I can help you," Titus chuckled bitterly. "What could a boy like you possibly help me with?" Marcus smiled, a spark of mischief in his eyes. "I've been studying the art of strategy, and I think I can help you escape the arena. There's more to life than fighting." For the first time, Titus looked at Marcus as if he were seeing him for the first time. Not just a child, but someone who might hold the key to something beyond the bloodshed. Over the next few weeks, Marcus and Titus met in secret. The boy shared his knowledge of tactics, strategy, and even political maneuvering. Titus, who had never been taught to think beyond his role as a gladiator, found himself intrigued. He began to see that there were ways to use his fame for other purposes. Maybe he didn't have to be trapped in the arena forever. One evening, as Titus prepared for a particularly dangerous match, Marcus approached him with a plan. "You don't have to fight tonight," Marcus said confidently. "I've arranged for you to meet with a powerful senator after the match. If you show your strength and skill in the arena, they will offer you a way out. You'll no longer be a slave to the crowd." Titus hesitated. "And what do I have to do in return?" "You'll use your influence to help those who are oppressed. You'll be a symbol, not of blood and death, but of change," Marcus replied, his voice full of hope. Titus, still unsure, agreed. He entered the arena that night with a new sense of purpose. The battle was fierce, but with Marcus's plan in mind, he fought with precision. He didn't just fight to survive, he fought to win the future he had never imagined. When the match ended, the crowd cheered as Titus stood victorious, but it was the senator in the stands who watched him most closely. True to Marcus's words, the senator approached Titus afterward. With the boy's clever strategy and the gladiator's fame, they struck a deal. Titus would no longer fight in the arena but would instead become an advisor and protector to those who needed it most. He would use his skills for something greater than himself. Titus's life as a gladiator was over, but it was the beginning of something else. A life where he fought for justice and change, not for the entertainment of the masses. And it was all because of the smart boy who had seen more than just strength. He had seen the possibility of something better, and with his wisdom, he had helped the gladiator find it. From that day on, Titus and Marcus were an unlikely but inseparable pair, not just as friends, but as partners in a new journey. Together, they changed the course of their lives, proving that sometimes strength and wisdom can work together to create a future where both can thrive.